Welcome back to another day of science. We are going to be looking at the sun some more. Our learning target says we can explain how the sun affects the earth. So today we're actually going to be doing a sun experiment. I'm going to talk about it, and then you are going to get to do it at your house. But before we get started, I want you to look at these two pictures. What's the same? What do they both have that's the same? Right? We see that they're both having the sun shining on them. We see the yellow right here, and we see the sun shining on her. You might be thinking they're both kids, that they're both outside. Now I want you to look at these two pictures and think, what is different about them? Well, she has sunglasses on, right? That's different. There's three of them and only one of her. You can also notice that they are in where it's kind of dark. Okay. So, before we continue our lesson, what I want you to do is I want you to get 2 cups. Put a cup of iced water in both of them. So, ice with water. You're going to put one in the sun and you're going to put one in the shade where it's darker. You're going to go ahead and do that, and you can pause this video. And then once you've set up your experiment, you can come back and we'll read about it before we check. So go ahead and do that. All right, now that you're back and you have set up your experiment, we're going to listen to a story about the sun warms us. Remember, the sun is a star. It's very important because it gives us life here on Earth. It makes plants grow, which feeds animals and people. The sun gives us light. It causes the daytime and the nighttime. The sun warms the earth. The warmth created by the sun causes our weather. The earth is round, so different places receive different amounts of heat. So it's warmer where the sun's directly facing it, but up top, even though it's daylight, it's still a little cool. Have you ever touched something hot outside on a sunny day? Why do you think things get hot outside? Some objects absorb a lot of the sun's heat and becomes hot. You may find that metal slide gets very hot on a sunny day. What are some other things that get warm from the sun? Just like there are different temperatures on Earth, the sun heats things differently. Some things don't get warm in the sun. Have you ever walked with bare feet on grass on a sunny day? You probably didn't notice that the grass was cool. That's because grass uses the sun's energy to make food. It doesn't absorb the heat and become hot like that metal slide does. Have you ever sat outside on a sunny day and got too hot? What did you do? You may have had a drink or found a shady place to help you cool down. Why do you think going to a shady spot helps you cool down? You feel cooler in the shade. That's because the sun rays are not shining directly on you. Think about what happens if you eat an ice cream cone in the sun. It melts really quickly. The sun's rays warm the ice cream and make it melt. Eating ice cream in the shade is a good idea because it won't melt as quickly. Believe it or not, the temperature is the same in the sun as it is in the shade. You feel cooler because you aren't being warmed directly by the sun's hot rays. The sun is important. It gives us light, warmth, life, and creates our weather. So now, I want you to go and check on your cups. Go check on them and and put your fingers and look at the cup that was in the sun and the cup that was in the shade. Go ahead and pause this video and come back once you've checked on them. All right, now that you're back, you're going to get on Class Dojo and you're going to fill out this sheet. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw what the ice water in each cup look like now that you've checked on them. First, think about the sun. What does it look like? right? You might be thinking that there was no more ice chunks in there if you put ice cubes in there. It might be that they were a little bit warmer. Think about the shape. Think about that cup. You might have noticed that the ice cubes, maybe they're in there, but they're a little bit smaller, but they're still there. Then you're going to ask your parent or someone around you to help you write about what happened. So our sentence starter says the ice water in the sun. You're going to say what happened. The next is the ice water in the shade and what happens. You can also do our quick check at the end. I can't wait to see what happens with your experiments.